Have you ever wondered why a single touch can sometimes speak louder than 1,000 words? Touch is one of the most powerful ways to connect, even stronger than spoken language. The right touch, at the right time and in the right place, can draw a woman closer to you without a single word being said. Yet here's where most men get it wrong. They think it's simple. The truth is, touching a woman isn't just casual contact, it's both a science and an art. A woman's body is far more sensitive than a man's. Her erogenous zones make her especially receptive, but only if you know how to approach them with care. That's exactly what we'll uncover in today's video. The 10 most effective spots to touch a woman. Touches that don't just spark attraction but build a deep emotional connection. Before we dive in, make sure to like this video, drop a comment below, and hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow. Now, let's begin. Timing is just as important as location. Even if you touch the right spot, the magic won't happen if the moment is wrong. Women are naturally more sensitive than men because their bodies have more touch receptors. But here's the catch. Those receptors only come alive when she actually wants to be touched. That's why you must learn to read her signals. If she's leaning in, smiling, or finding reasons to stay close, she's probably inviting your touch. But if she feels distant or reserved, respect her space. One of the safest ways to start is by gently breaking the touch barrier. Something as simple as asking, "Can I hold your hand?" can be surprisingly charming. It shows respect while opening the door for deeper intimacy. Now, let's talk about one spot most men overlook, the upper back. A subtle touch here can have a surprisingly powerful effect. When you lightly place your hand across her upper back, it makes her feel cared for and supported. Walking side by side, a gentle glide of your hand sends a quiet message that you're attentive and protective of her presence. To her, it feels intimate, reassuring, and quietly romantic. And this is just the beginning. Because once you understand how even the smallest touches carry meaning, the way you connect with her will completely transform, leading us straight into the next area you need to know. In the previous part, we talked about how just a gentle touch on the upper back can make her feel cared for and safe. But if you take it one step further, the effect becomes even more powerful. Massaging the upper back, especially after a long and stressful day, is one of the simplest yet most meaningful gestures you can give her. It not only helps relieve the tension in her muscles, but it also shows that you genuinely want her to feel comfortable and at ease when she's with you. Imagine her shoulders slowly relaxing under your hands, the weight of the day melting away as you take care of her. If you add a little massage oil, the experience becomes smoother, warmer, and even more sensual. What seems like a small act of care can easily turn into something deeply romantic. What makes this spot so special is the way it combines comfort with closeness. The touch here isn't overly sexual, yet it still creates a sense of intimacy that feels completely natural. It helps her body unwind while also opening the door to a deeper emotional bond. With the right touch, care can quickly grow into passion, making her feel both safe in your arms and deeply desired. And then, we arrive at one of the most irresistible touch points, the lips. Lips were made for connection. They are one of the most expressive and intimate parts of the human body. When you softly glide your fingers across her lips, you create a moment of anticipation that feels almost tangible. That small gesture alone can make her heart race, because it shows you're paying attention to her in the most delicate and intentional way. Lightly tracing the corner of her mouth adds a playful tease. making her wait for the kiss and crave it even more. Because kissing isn't just physical contact, it's an entire language of its own. A slow, tender kiss expresses care and affection, while a deep, passionate kiss can spark intense desire. The lips carry thousands of nerve endings, which is why even the lightest touch there feels magnified and unforgettable. When you kiss a woman slowly, you're not just touching her body, you're touching her emotions, her desires, and her heart. Every woman remembers a kiss that once took her breath away, a moment where passion and emotion collided. When done right, it creates a memory she will never forget. And that is why the lips remain one of the most powerful and irresistible places to touch. And from here, we move down to another intimate spot, the lower back. This is one of those places most men rarely pay attention to. Yet it holds a surprising sensitivity and a quiet strength when touched the right way. The lower back sits perfectly between comfort and desire. When you gently rest your hand there as you walk together, it feels protective, almost as if you're guiding her and keeping her safe. Without saying a word, this simple gesture communicates confidence, care, and attentiveness. During a hug or an embrace, sliding your hand slowly down to her lower back naturally pulls her closer. The pressure in that area awakens her body in a subtle yet sensual way, sending an unspoken message straight to her mind: she is wanted. And the longer you hold her like this, the stronger the connection grows. It's a blend of emotional security and physical attraction. What makes the lower back so unique is its dual effect. On one hand, it makes a woman feel cherished and feminine, as though she truly belongs in your arms. On the other hand, it stirs a quiet intimacy that often blossoms into passion. That's why this often overlooked spot is one of the best ways to create closeness, spark desire, and make her feel deeply connected to you. And then, we arrive at another touchpoint that feels surprisingly intimate: her hair. Few things make a woman melt more than a man slowly running his fingers through her hair. It's soft, sensual, and more powerful than you might realize. Whether you're sitting on the couch watching a movie, standing together in line, or even waiting for your morning coffee, this simple touch can feel unforgettable to her. To you, it may seem small, but to her, it sends butterflies rushing through her stomach. Connected to this is her scalp, one of the most underrated pleasure points. A gentle scalp massage can send tingling shivers down her spine, washing away stress in an instant. It's soothing, intimate, and shows her you truly care when she's feeling tense, anxious, or even just a little unsettled. That simple act alone can calm her and draw her closer to you. And let's not forget her ears. Don't underestimate them. The ears are shockingly sensitive, and most men completely ignore this area. Yet women love the feeling of soft touches, gentle whispers, or light kisses there. The ears are both sensual and emotional. Play with them while whispering something sweet, or during an intimate cuddle, and you'll see her melt right before your eyes. Finally, we come to a timeless classic, the neck. For centuries, books and movies have romanticized the kiss on the neck, and for good reason. And indeed, it's no coincidence that books and movies often romanticize this, because it truly works. Just by gently brushing your hand along the curve of her neck, or placing a soft kiss there, the sensation becomes both sensual and almost addictive. For many women, it's the perfect blend of safety and seduction. And in private moments, especially in the bedroom, the neck often becomes the most perfect place to begin. From there, we move to a gesture that may seem simple, yet holds deep power: holding hands. To you, it might feel ordinary, but to her, it's one of the most intimate expressions. When you intertwine your fingers with hers, when your thumb softly strokes her palm, or even when you lift her hand to kiss it, all of these create an unforgettable sense of romance. Such a small act, yet it conveys confidence, care, and affection all at once. Next is the waist, a deeply personal spot. When your hand rests there, she feels both desired and protected. Picture this. You're guiding her through a crowd, wrapping her in a surprise hug from behind, or pulling her closer as you dance. Each of these simple touches sends a powerful message of intimacy and attraction. Then, the thighs, a gentle touch here, especially when sitting close together, can spark instant electricity. It's playful, a little teasing, and deeply arousing when done at the right moment. Start slow, start soft, because this is the kind of touch that can easily shift from affectionate tenderness to passionate seduction. And of course, we cannot forget the lips, the ultimate point of connection. Lips are among the most expressive and intimate parts of the human body. When you softly run your fingers across her lips, you create a moment of anticipation that feels almost electric. That small gesture alone can make her heart race, because it shows you're paying attention to her in the most delicate way. And if you lightly trace the corner of her mouth, it adds a playful tease, making her wait for your kiss and crave it even more. When you finish watching this, don't just let these rules fade into the background like another motivational video you forget tomorrow. Let them live with you. Carry them when you wake up, when you face struggles, when the world tries to break you down. Remember, the Stoics didn't just survive life, they mastered it. And you can too. The truth is, transformation doesn't happen by accident. It happens when you decide that today, right now, you won't wait any longer. You'll pick up one of these 11 rules and actually live it. Just one shift, one choice, one disciplined act can begin to rewrite the entire story of your life. So ask yourself, will you continue living as you always have, waiting for change to magically appear? Or will you rise today, take control, and build the unshakable self you know you're capable of becoming? The answer is in your hands, and the Stoics have already given you the blueprint. Take it, live it, and become unstoppable.